Good evening, guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome. Welcome to another episode of my show. Good evening, and welcome. Welcome everybody. Can I get a feedback there? How is the audio on your side? Busola Adeniyi, how is the video on your side? Can somebody just give me a feedback real quick? Can I get a feedback, guys? Great. Thank you very much, Olajide. Thank you. Dr. Princess God, how you doing? Princess T, how you doing? Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Fine. Audio is good. All right. Okay, let's just jump on this show real quick without wasting any time. You know, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. I really appreciate that because we don't want to do show that will eventually be, oh, the audio is not good. Audio is good on Instagram, audio is good on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you. And God bless you. I know some of you guys will be kind of wondering why is he online at this time. I know sometimes I want to be online at this time just to be able to occupy your time and then teach a little bit for you guys to understand some few things plus what you already have in mind. Because see, you cannot just stay without being informed. You cannot live your life without being informed. It's very important for us to be informed. uh, So many things happening, guys. Many things happening. And if you don't know, you don't know. And if you know, you will better be prepared for it. You better be prepared for it. One thing I've come to understand is that when you learn, thank you very much. God bless you for your appreciation there. Crown Suji, how you doing? I need to see you at the church tomorrow, Mr. Crown Suji. If you don't come, I won't talk to you again. All right. So if you're not informed, you will make mistakes in your life. And you know, Yoruba people will say, any jinsi koto, oko ara yoku logbon. We learn from others. We learn from others. And that's how learning is. That's the way it is. When you talk about learning, it's all about listening to other people and learning from their mistakes. Trisha, I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. So much is happening. And sometimes when we post all these messages and stuff, people do ask, that, you know, eh, are these stories kind of like made up or they're real? It's because you don't know. It's because you don't have any understanding about it. If you have that understanding, you will not ask if the story is real or not. Even me myself, sometimes if I decide, if I plan to start posting all the messages I'm getting, you guys will not be able to type. It will be difficult for you guys to type. And I just want to be very open to you guys. It's affecting me. It's affecting me. I just, manage myself just to stay afloat. Um, you'll not believe it. Sometimes when I take counseling sessions like these, and I start looking at what I'm hearing, it's kind of like really mind blown. And sometimes after the session, I always feel down, depressed, and sad. Not for myself, but for other people, especially the single ladies and men out there. I don't know what marriage is turning into these days. It's turning crazy. Yes, you're very right. Del Jude, very, very right. I don't know what marriage is turning into these days, and it's very scary. And if you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. The level of, you know, or what can I call it, wickedness that is out there right now is a lot. And it's just because we as Africans, we don't have the right information. We don't. We believe everybody you see on the street, uh, everybody is good. No, don't be fooled. Don't let anybody fool you. It is not everybody you see on the street that is okay. It's not everybody that you see wearing suits that is okay. It's not everybody that you see looking good that is okay. There are a lot of people, they look okay, they look nice, but they are not really okay. It's not every driver you see on the street that is a good driver and that is okay. Some people drive thinking. And if you think you're on the right and you're just trying to maintain your right, they're going to mess your life up. That's why you have to do what they call defensive driving. Defensive driving means that I know I am the only one that is sane on this road. I can't trust anybody on the street. I can't. And likewise, don't trust women and don't trust any man. Always remember you are the only one who knows yourself. And knowing yourself means that you only trust yourself and not trusting any other person. That's it. No matter what they say, people will say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. You see that word, love, we just use it carelessly. Carelessly. People meet the first day, I love you. 2 days after, I love you. You know, and then you women, you just get carried away. You get carried away. This moment somebody says, I love you. I love you. Oh yeah. When somebody's saying I love you, that's the time you're supposed to be very, very concerned. Why? Why do you love me? And that's the question. I always tell people this. You see, for you to activate common sense, you activate common sense by asking questions. You just don't believe what people tell you. When they tell you I love you, I'm telling you, Lori Ronio, you first of all ask them, why? Why am I the person you chose to love? Most of the time they will tell you, I don't have a reason for loving you. Listen, guys, love is conditional. If anybody is telling you love is not conditional, oh, you have to have unconditional love. Ironio. Ironio. There is nothing like unconditional love. Oh. There must be a reason why you love me. Oh. I can't marry you unconditionally. I can't be your friend without a condition. I can't do whatever with you without the condition. There is a condition. It's either I know you are the right person to compliment me, or I know that I have a journey I'm going and I see that you're going to be a partner with me on this journey, or I know that you have money and you can use your money to boost my life, or I want to come and steal from you, or I just love your pointed breast, or I love your big bum, or I love your six-pack, or, there are so many reasons. Even salvation is not unconditional. Unconditional, sorry. Everything is conditional. Don't just say, oh, it's unconditional love. Alright. Kò fún lára ẹ kò dúró síbẹ̀ kọ́ máa kọ́ ẹ ní yamayama káàkiri ní church kọ́ máa kọ́ ẹ they dem be teaching you yamayama. They say unconditional love like the one Jesus had for us. There is a condition. There is a condition. Jesus' condition is for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him will not perish. That's the condition. The reason he loved us to die for us is so that Anytime there is no so that, there is a problem. There must be a condition attached to anything that you do. I can't marry just anybody. And my own condition is not pointed breast and big bum bum. All right, that's not it. That is not Fola Shade. How you doing? That's not my condition. Some people's condition is pointed breast. Is pointed breast. Some people's condition is big bum bum. Some people's condition is you are a nurse. Some people condition is you are IT specialist. Some people condition is because you are tall and you have six-pack. Some people's condition is so many different selfish conditions that people can actually use to connect with you. So many stupid conditions. You all right? And one thing that I always know is this: if you marry a rich person, how about if that person should go broke? Will you now change your mind? If you marry someone with a pointed breast and the pointed breast now happens to fall after 2 kids, will you now say you are no longer in love? If you marry a big bum bum that is round and that bum bum happens to fall, okay, will you now say you are no more in love with the person? And that's why you need to have good condition attached to your love. Okay, good condition. A kind of a condition that will never go bad, that will never go down. Okay, there never go conditions everywhere that will never go bad. You have to have such. You have to look at the character. You have to look at the character. Do you love this character? Oh yeah, I do love this character. This is the kind of character I want. She's respectful, is loyal, is this. That's what you should love. As a matter of fact, love the God on the inside. Love the God on the inside. You will not suffer in marriage. If you suffer in marriage, you will be depressed in marriage. You will be depressed. You will be stagnant when you suffer in marriage. Suffering and marriage, they are not supposed to be together. Marriage is supposed to make your life easy. Make your life easy. The moment a guy is approaching you and telling you, oh my God, you look so beautiful. Okay, that's the time you're supposed to activate common sense. Are you looking at my face? Are you looking at my body parts? Is that what you are in love with? All right. So what else? That's why they always say, what are you bringing on the table? Even though it's wrong, but I still believe it. Even though what are you bringing on the table is actually very wrong, but I still believe in somebody asking, what are you bringing? You see, I'm not just bringing, a young man told me some time ago that, I connected this young man. Sister Biodun, make sure you come to church tomorrow or else I'll bring church to your house. Sister Biodun, I will bring church to your house. So one guy, I connected this one guy to a girl, and the first question the guy asked the lady when they went out to eat was, what are you bringing to the table? And you'll be shocked. The kind of answer she gave. She said, I'm bringing my vagina. Okay, that's something. Is that not something to bring? Somebody is bringing vagina to the table. All right, you as a man, you love vagina. But vagina is not your condition. That's not what I call. That's not my. Vagina is pankan silicon. Vagina is pankan silicon. Anywhere you see you have pankan silicon, you can get vagina anywhere. And the guy asked me, oh, what should I do? What do you do? Are you supposed to even ask that question? What should I do? Take off and run. Take off and run. That's not a kind of a good mindset. That person is only bringing something that is not useful to you. All right, and because vagina alone is not going to lock marriage down. Marriage doesn't work on vagina. Vagina is not what brings marriage to peace, to bring peace to marriage. It's not. Take off and run. When you're supposed to ask me that question, what should you do? You're supposed to come back and tell me I took off and I ran away. And now, Pastor Jola, please, can you connect me to another one? Then we know that you yourself, you have common sense. Somebody is telling you nonsense and you are agreeing to it. What? If it's a girlfriend thing now that you want to do it and run, you know it and run. You want to do it and run. Eat and run, yeah, bring the vagina on the table, I'll take it. You know, one night stand, bring the vagina on the table, I take it. All right. If I want to scam you, bring the vagina on the table, I'll take it. And that's how we make mistakes in our lives, especially women. You show your sexuality first before you show your intelligence. You show your sexuality first before you show your intelligence, even though it's right. It's very, very correct because men go by what they see. All right. You show us your sexuality, and the moment you are able to get our attention, show us how intelligent you are. Show us how well trained you are. Show us how well cultured you are. Andrew Ello, that's my president right there. You know, that was my president right there. You know what I'm saying? All right, Andrew Ello. So show us when you're bringing your sexuality on the table, that is just to get our attention. We love it when we see you, wear all of these stuff that will show us your sexuality. All right, it's actually a very good equipment or a good, situation to get the attention of guys. All right, it doesn't matter who they are. I mean, it might be bishops or reverend or whatever. They're all human and we are men. All right, when we see those things will make us to say, hey, excuse me, what's up? How you doing? Where you going? Can I give you a lift? Can I drop you off? And stuff. Then we start speaking in tongues. At that point in time, then you as a lady supposed to now be very brilliant enough to understand that this is now the time for me to redirect this guy's focus from my body to my inside. From my body to my inside. Even if you are wearing turtleneck, we still see your sexuality anyway. You don't have to expose your body for us to see it. We see it. Àwa ni wọ́n máa ń pè ní ọ̀mọ̀mọ̀ tí mo yún gbìn nínú ìkarahun. Àwa náà ń pè ní ọ̀mọ̀mọ̀ tí mo yún gbìn nínú ìkarahun. Even if you are wearing ẹ̀kú eégún, we will see it. So why not just dress decently? Be a decent person. And I want to speak for so many men on this line today. Every one of us will love decent women. Women that are decent, decently put together, packaged, decent. Just be decent. All right. And when you are decent, you are commanding our respect. You are commanding our respect. When you are decent, we respect you. We call you ma'am. We call you, how you doing, sister? But when you are dressed like Olosho, only one kobo, we will tell you that, okay, you don't want respect. All right. What you want is just some few change and my penis, and I'll give it to you. And then most of the time, women will now say, he broke my heart. No, he did not break your heart. He broke your bum bum. Whenever you want to say something, don't say he broke my heart. He was not in your heart. He didn't get to your heart. You open your pata to him, and he penetrated that part, and he broke it. So he disappeared after breaking your pata, and that's it. So whenever you want to make comments and you want to, look for a way to get the pity of people, just tell the people, he broke my bum bum. Don't say he broke my heart. It will take months and even years for someone to crawl into your heart. Your heart is far. You don't know how far your heart is. Your heart is very far. Your heart is very, very far. Okay? So when you are demonstrating and doing advertisement, all these advertisement that you guys do, that you go to the inside of the toilet and you now put your bum bum in the mirror and you are taking a picture of your bum bum, that's a wrong advertisement. You know what he's telling me? You see, sometimes when I see ladies, I say, I'm sexy, I'm sexy. You know what you're saying? You don't even know what you're saying. If you understand English, you won't use that word again. When somebody say I'm sexy, it means that you are good for sex. You're only good for sex. That's what they're telling us. But when you say, I am beautifully made, that is the kingdom language. All right? Sexy is not the kingdom language. When you say I'm sexy, it means that you are only good for sex. I remember one woman when I was in New York. The woman told me, I smell sex. I'm like, oh, what is wrong with you? Aboya with the multi-lane. You know that kind of stuff. Is it? That's what it is. And then they push you until you engage in sex with them. Then they turn around to use it against you. Oh, you broke my heart. No, I didn't break your heart. You advertised your bomb to me. You advertised the bomb to me and I took it. I love that advertisement. And every man on this platform will actually agree with me that if you advertise your bomb to me and I end up taking it, it's not my fault. What you showed me that you want, what you are communicating to me that you want is that I am sexy, I am good for sex, come and get some. And then I said, yes, let's go get some. Let's go get some. Let's go get some. You don't know. You will find out. You know, if I give microphone to many of you women out there, you'll be telling me how many heartbreaks you have gone through. And it's because of your lack of understanding. That's why you think it's heartbreak. It's not. It is bomb break. That's what you're supposed to say. Bomb break. All right. It will take a long time for a man to crawl into your heart. It takes a while. It takes a while. To trust a man, to open your heart to a man, it takes a while. It's not nowadays that people just say, I love you, and you say, oh my gosh, I'm blushing. Oh my gosh, every little thing. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. They give you a LV bag. Oh my gosh, they give you a LV shoe. Oh my gosh, they give you Gucci bag. Oh my God, you don't understand. You won't be able to see about 20. Woman, Gucci Gucci bag. They will collect all the money. They will collect all the money back. You think the person is stupid? It's not stupid. You build friendship. You build friendship. You build friendship. It takes a while. It takes a while, a long time to build friendship. And from friendship, that's where you will feel and you understand there will be a kind of a sense of satisfaction, and that will let you understand that I am satisfied with this friendship. I want to do more. And then nowadays we jump that part of friendship. We jump it. We don't want to keep it. It is too long. I don't want it to be too long. I don't want it to be too long. I want to do it now. And that's why we first of all open our leg first. We've opened the leg first on the first day. And then the second day, the guy is gone. And then you'll be posting on social media, my boo. I've been saying this, all right? You're calling somebody my boo on the first day. This person is just coming to your life today. Just don't let today, oh. And the guy said, I love you. And then you now posted this picture on social media, my boo. My boo will become my bulldog. If you don't know, my boo, it will become my bulldog tomorrow. Because that guy will chop waiting you want chop, he go clean out. And you know go see him again. And the moment you stop seeing him and he's no longer picking your call, you will go and now remove that post. And all of us that we are online, what do you call that? We are online, we are always looking at everything. Okay, we will now be asking you, did you remove the picture of your boo? Is he a bulldog now or is still a boo? What is it? He's a bulldog. Otisalo. Oh, you don't go. You know, so the issue right here is that God will not, suffering will not be your portion in Jesus' name. I'm going to tell you the story of a young lady. Oh, this young lady, oh my God, she went through hell, all in the name of marriage, the almighty marriage. almighty marriage. And that's why we're saying it now. And that's why we're saying it right now. You know, look before you leap. You see all those little stuff, little statements all around that you see and read, that you read. Those things, they are real. Oh. Some people fell into the pit of life. And when they are able to come out of it, and then they created that statement. That statement is look before you leap. You know, it's based on experience. Based on experience. Majority of the teachings you hear these days is based on experience. Sometimes you see some movies, they are based on experience. If you watch those videos, learn from those videos. Don't just watch them, just learn something from them. When you come online and you're just going in to look at all of these babas waiting and you're laughing, you know, part of those things that are comedy, they are lessons that you should learn. All over, I watch Brother Shaggy. Brother Shaggy may use something as a comedy. Mr. Macaroni may use something as a comedy, but I'm telling you, there are some things inside that would teach you a lesson. If you're not looking for those things, you can't find them. Whatever you're not looking for, you don't get. It is what you're looking for. If you tell yourself right now, I want to make sure I learn something about trust. Every video you watch, you will see something there that is preaching that trust. When you go to church, don't just be looking for a place they will be pouring anointing oil on your head. Go to places where you hear teachings, you know, real life things that are based on experience. You will grow faster and understand God better than all of this scenario that we always love to go and do in church. Majority of you just go to churches, just go to hey, ah, oh Lord, church you do my am I your design? Why your design? Nigga want that son. At the end of the day, now you will go still see coming to cry. You will still come and cry. Pastor Modano, kilo sele. You know, I thought about this thing like 3 Sundays ago. Were you not listening? Like, yeah, you know, they listen. Some people, they are expert when it comes to writing things down. They are expert when it comes to writing. If you see them in church, they always have book like this, like jotters with their pen. Oh, church people can write. Church people, they can write. You can write. And I love it when I see people writing. I'm writing and writing and writing and writing. Come back next week. Ask them about the teaching of last week. They don't remember. They're not going to feel remember. Sister Mary, didn't I see you writing something last week? I was writing your points. I was writing the remasa. Didn't you go home to reread those things? No. So why were you writing them down? It's a culture. It's a tradition that when we go to church, let us just write. They are category writers. They love to write. If a pastor is looking for script, if you are looking for script, you want to make a book, just call Sister Mary. I'm telling you, she will write everything you say. You say on the altar, word for word. Word for word. Just collect a jotter. You will be able to write a book from it. All you need is just give the jotter to a printer. Say, printer, take. That's my manuscript. That's my manuscript. Sister Mary didn't go back to read those things. They don't get time. Which time Sister Mary no get? Sister Mary no get time to read it. All she know is just to wear beret. Anytime it's prayer time, it's like war. It's like they have unleashed war. And she is the captain of the war. You will see her talking. Banging her head to the wall. And it's the same Sister Mary that come next week. I'll come over and share one particular problem again. We have taught you. We taught you. These things were inside of the teaching of 2 weeks ago, Sister Mary. Were you not listening? You were busy writing. Keep on writing. Makes you serious, look serious. Keep on writing. Okay? This lady, she got married. Like every one of us got married. She thought she got married to her best friend. To her best friend. Because you women, every time you get married, say, he's my best friend. He's my best friend. Your best friend, you go. Your best friend, you know. I love the video I showed you guys today. When they asked the father of the bride to come and talk. Majority of you African parents, you will not talk to the groom. You will be talking to your daughter. You can't come back to the house. Whatever your husband wants is what you do. Give him sex. Take care of home. I raised you to be a good girl. Always make sure you're a good girl. Always make sure you do the right thing. That is what we will tell our daughter. That man did not tell his daughter anything. That man look at the groom and say, listen, hello, if you stop loving her, please return her to me. African mothers and African fathers will say, wait, darling, wow. To back boyu lo magbomo wa to back pada wa ma li e pada ni o ma wa le pada o do sibe o ma nje ya nle oko ni o they suffer in husband house o don't come back to this place o. The man said, if you stop loving her, please bring her back to me. Don't make her to suffer. Don't beat her. Don't punch her. All you need to do is just carry her load and everything. Bring her back to me. We need a better orientation in Africa. That we give our daughters away to a killer without warning. We give our daughters away to go and suffer. All right? I won't do that. I won't. If you know you are no longer interested, bring her back to me. No shame. There is no shame. No shame. Bring her back to me. At least my daughter will be alive. At least my daughter will not be crippled. All right? At least my daughter will not be insane. At least my daughter will actually come, the way I gave, even though it's not the way I gave her to you, but at least we will make her better. Let her come back home. I am not a fan of somebody beating women. Or I'm not a fan. It's not going to gladden my heart. It's not going to gladden my heart. Bring my daughter back. And you can carry your head and go. Go find another person you will beat. Somewhere. You go. That's how. This young lady got married thinking she got married to her best friend. And she got to the house. Everything changed. What happened? The woman was given this kind of orientation of that is, when you get marriage is a place where you suffer. And we have been hearing that ever since we were born. Our mothers went through it. They did. It's just that God just gave them long life. I don't know. If any one of us should go through half of what those women went through, we won't be alive today. But God gave them the strength to carry it. To carry it. And so they lived through their lives or lives, they suffered through. They were insulted. They were abused big time. Their husbands cheated on them. Their husband mismanaged funds. But those women just kept their faith. And that's what Christianity will do. Anybody that is saying God, there is no God, the person is a fool. I'm telling you, when you really are a Christian, Christianity will give you grace. In time of trouble and sorrow, you will always find peace. There will always be an escape route. Either you like it, you don't like it, either you believe it, you don't believe it. I'm telling you, that's what God will do for your life. Whoever is actually a lover of God, it will always come for you. It's not like it's going to prevent problems from happening. They will always happen. But God will never leave you. He will never leave you. You will be hearing testimonies of people that went through abuse for many years and they came out and they're thanking God today. That woman who is celebrating her divorce, I'm not a fan of such, but you know, I had to celebrate with her when she shared her story. And that's the story I'm about to share with you guys today. Then I'll open my telephone number and you can call in to share your own experience or probably to make comments on this. All right. The time is 10:06. Somewhere else is 11:06. Somewhere else it may be probably like around 5 o'clock in the morning. But we're still alive anyway. All right. Now, she got married. And she's from that mindset of Ilio Koileia. And she continued to suffer inside of it. She had a son by the same man. And this guy always wanna, a lot of men don't understand what being an abusive husband they are until it happens to their sister. Or I know. All right, some pastors don't understand it too. So she was in the house and she was obeying instruction until she started asking questions. Listen, guys, you cannot take nonsense for 5 years or 10 years. And now, after now, you now want to start asking questions, lesekese. Let me not lie to you. You are going to suffer. You have allowed the guy to have his way for 5 years, for 10 years. He's used to having his way. He's used to going out and coming in the morning. He's used to all of this stuff. And then now suddenly you changed and now you're not asking him, where are you coming from? Is he a good man that goes out at night? So what happened for the first 5 years and 10 years? You trained him to be like that. You encouraged him to be like that. You allowed him to do that. You can't just overnight just change your mind. And even if you change your mind overnight, it's not going to be overnight that you can actually help him to change. You're going to go through a lot of stress. It's a lot of wahala to be able to make him understand you. A man who doesn't see you as a partner, a man who doesn't see you as a human being, a man who doesn't see you as he sees you as a nobody. He's as a nobody. Ohun tó bá ní gbà ló lówó, tálákà lèèyàn tí kọ̀. Let me do it in English. What you will not take when you are rich, it is the time you are suffering. That's the time you actually put it on the table. You see, a lot of you, ẹ̀bẹ̀bẹ̀ fẹ́ ọkọ ni, ẹ̀bẹ̀bẹ̀ fẹ́ ọkọ, wọ́n lè runlé. The when are you going to get married? Where's your husband? Are you not going to have children? Falake has had 4 children. Funke don't get 16 children. Tokubo don't marry last day. They have been marrying you. Your friend have been marrying you. Now you bebe. So you could not question him because of bebe feni. You couldn't question him. You just say, let me to just marry something. And now you have married something. And that something is not the kind of something you should get married to. They pushed you, society pushed you, family pushed you, situations all around you pushed you into getting married. And now you're married. You're married right now. You are married today, tomorrow no more. You are married today, you're married forever. You see what I'm saying? Do you see? So she didn't question her husband. The guy was going out and coming back in and stuff. So suddenly she changed. And then she started asking questions. And the man said, the war was you asking me, who are you? Who are you to ask me questions? You know, who are you? Who are you to ask me questions, man? And shut up your mouth and sit down right there. And that time, the woman continued to ask questions. So the very first thing that happened is that the man was looking for a way to suppress her. And some of you guys are there. Some of you guys are there. Mr. Paul, how you doing? You are there. Your husband is shutting you off. You don't get mouth. You cannot talk. You just sit down there, just enjoy the breeze. Your husband is shutting you down, say, sit down there, and you're sitting. You sneak to pastor, say, pastor, please don't tell him, oh, I'm only telling you. What kind of difference will he make? You are just telling pastor, and the pastor doesn't have opportunity of calling the bully man to talk to him. Oh, please don't talk to him. You are afraid. You are married to your enemy. Married to your enemy. You don't know. You're suffering that. And you know it. You guys, you know it. You know it. You're just there. Let me just stay there. Some of you, you're staying there because you don't get money. Some of you are staying there because of the bad mentality of, it's for my children. The children that will grow up and walk away. Your eyes go clear. Your eyes go clear. It may not be now, but it will clear later. We go see. You go see. So the man was actually trying to have his way. So the best thing for him to do is to suppress the woman by yelling. You see, men who yells, when they yell, they are actually so controlling. They just want to put you under. They just want to put you under. So they yell to intimidate you. Put their voices on top of your home. And most of you guys will just bow. And the moment you bow to it, then he will gain his freedom again. And he wants to just go out and just hang out with his friends and get drunk and come back home anytime he feels like coming home, and that's it. And that's it. And then that's going to go for a while until you gain a little bit of courage to start talking again. And that was what she did. She started talking again. And then the man said, okay, it seems like this yelling is not doing it. Let me just do more of this wickedness a little bit. So he locked up the woman in the house, stopped her from going to work. So she lost her job. She didn't lock her up alone. She locked the woman with the son. A 3-year-old son. Locked them up in the house. No food, nothing. All right. That's going to teach you a lesson. That will teach you a lesson. I lock you up in this house. You're not going nowhere. And no food for you. The woman was there. She was just picking the ground to eat. She was looking for something small to eat. You know, whenever she finds something in the house, she will save that one for the kid. So she wasn't eating and stuff. And she was still there. She told me he collected cell phone. He collected everything. She couldn't call anybody. She couldn't do nothing. I was like, you couldn't break the door too? He said, I don't want to die. Pastor Shola, I have to stay there. Some of you are wise. You will say, doesn't she have a hand? Can't he just scream? Couldn't she just break the window and run away? No, if it's you won't do the same thing. You won't. Any ìjà ọba ló ń pèrè lọ́kùnrin. Any ìjà ọba ló ń pèrè lọ́kùnrin. Okay? So many people, I don't know, probably you are on the news. When you saw one guy, himself and his wife, they adopted 7 children. They locked them up in the house for years. Nobody knew. The neighbors didn't know nothing. Nobody knew. Some of you Nigerians will always think you are wise. You start doing calculation. You don't know the people that are in bondage are weak. It's impossible for them to think. Those kids, 7 of them, were locked up in the house, and this man will give them food only one day. You saw it on the news. Only one day. It took years before they could get them arrested. 7 children. They look like skeleton. They look like skeleton. If you don't know Jack, you don't know Jack. Oh, what you don't know is more than what you know. So when you see people tell stories, you will start calculating. Does it happen? It is happen in America. It can happen. It can never happen. No, it's not. It happened in America. Oh, here, America, here. This place, Sister Joy. Here. Lock her up in the house. Put a padlock outside. And he will go out and come back. And the woman didn't eat. For 1 week, no food for her and her kid. And what broke the camel's back for this lady? A Nigerian married to a Nigerian. So sad. A Nigerian married to a Nigerian. The man came home one time. He brought another man home. And he called the wife to take off her underwear and get naked. And they had sex with him through the vagina and the anus, that she was wounded. She was wounded. She had a big, big wound in her anus and vagina. Two of them slept with her at the same time. See what I'm saying? This is very, very emotional. It's a bad moment that I'm feeling the pain right now. I'm feeling that pain right this moment. Right this moment. Feeling that pain right now. Feeling the pain. And then they left her alone and they left the door open. And she carried her son and went to the hospital. It was at the hospital she told them what happened. You know, some of you women will be hiding it. You'll be suffering. You know, I say, I'm not pressing charges. I'm not pressing charges. She couldn't hide it. She had to open up. And she told them at the hospital. And the hospital called the police and they picked him up. He's in jail now. He's in jail right now. In jail. Right now. 7 years ago. This happened 7 years ago. So the woman got divorced 7 years ago. And she took care of her son. I'm not sure the son was 3 anyway, but I think she was young. He was young at that time. He was young at that time. Not sure the age. Maybe 3, maybe whatever. She was young at that time. But they came out of it. Actually, there's a mixed up. The divorce didn't happen. The divorce is 7 years old, but the stop happened way before 7 years ago. So, but she ended up filing for divorce, and the divorce went through 7 years ago. So they've been separated. He's gone to jail more than that. How many years and stuff? And so, you know, and she stayed single. I asked her why, and she was like, I can't just sleep with a man anymore." Mr. Timmy, yes, I know, but it's just a story that we heard. You know, Nigerians generally, Nigerians don't do so much of crazy stuff like this. But this is one out of a million. That's happening. The whole show is just to actually keep people on that guard and let them be warned. Things are happening. You don't want this one to happen to you. It's not easy for her to sleep with anybody because I don't just desire a man anymore. You see, the after effect is still going to be there for many years. Yeah, the PTSD will come all the time. You know, every time she hears someone coming from her back, she'll feel a little bit afraid. And she's doing well now. Glory to God, doing well at the moment. But I asked her, do you want me to share these online? She said yes. That now I feel comfortable, to hear it. It's possible for her to be watching right now on Instagram. She reached out to me on Instagram, so it's possible for her to be on Instagram right this moment watching. Let me put my telephone number out there for those who would love to call. Mm, 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 mm. For those who would love to call, the telephone number is pinned to the bottom of the screen. On Facebook, you will see it there also at the bottom of the screen right there. For those who would love to call on the show. Okay, it seems somebody is calling already. Hello.
Dr. Shola, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing today, sir?
I am great, and you?
Yes, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's so pathetic.
Yes, sir.
This cannot be overemphasized. I'm still of opinion that marriage is not a success. Marriage is not an achievement.
No.
And likewise, it's not for everybody.
Yes, sir.
That's why if you see the rates of divorce in diaspora, it's quite higher than back in Africa, because a lot of ladies in diaspora, they are financially independent.
Yeah.
But back to where we came from, they see marriage to be a kind of enslavement, or they sold you to your husband.
Yeah.
Like what you say that, once you get married, you tell you, don't come back home.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking from position of someone that actually experienced that. I lost my sister to a marriage.
Wow.
Because of the shame that she doesn't want to come back home. Or what will people say?
Yeah.
And it's just quite unfortunate that what we can't take, we normally give it to people.
Yeah.
Because on this program now we have a lot of women, that contribute than men. A lot of stuff is happening in marriage, Pastor.
A lot.
I think the time is right now for women, like you've always been saying, is to build their skills.
They should.
To be financially independent.
Yes, sir.
Because each of them, that's what actually gets them to that marriage. How will I survive if I leave this man?
Yeah.
All the stuff.
Yeah.
Pastor Shola, the fact remains that even before Bible time, even before Quran time, women has always been subdued.
Yes.
In society.
Way before, yeah.
Way before. Now, and as we speak now, because of the evolution and the civilization, it has gotten to some part of the world whereby women now, they know their right. They know that they have the power.
Yeah.
Nobody can just put them down unnecessarily.
Yes, sir.
If they're not working between them, they rather move away.
Yeah.
It's better for you to be single and happy than for you to be in a marriage and be single in that marriage. Whereby you are the only one that do all the stuff.
Yeah.
That's about I'm a man, and I know what we can do. Most especially, for men that are not really disciplined.
Yeah.
Because marriage does not change people. It's discipline, actually, change people.
Yeah.
You see, every lady is scared. You see one side chick and you come back and begin to mistreat your wife because of women super yo-yo. It doesn't really make sense. That's more reason why, the thing of marriage this is my personal opinion. You know, for me, it's more physical and then spiritual.
Yeah.
Marry that lady, like, you know, in the next 30 years to come, you still see her, you still see that beauty. You know? Not tomorrow that, oh, you know, say, oh, no, my wife doesn't look, she doesn't look for again. Oh, let me go for somebody else. And every time you see her, you see that beauty, you see that creation, you know, created perfectly for you.
Yeah.
And then the Bible said, you will find a wife.
Finds a good thing.
And obtain favor
from the Lord.
Until when we begin to see this, you know, that's only when, you know, we will appreciate this. And moreover, let me just round it up, you know. I think a lot of men might not be able to experience that. Probably when they see it happen to their daughter, to their sister, they can have a common sense.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying now? So because men, we are always rushed to go and rescue our own sister in our own husband's house. But what do we do to other person's daughter?
Yeah.
We don't think at all.
God will help us.
You know, in conclusion, for me, marriage is not compulsory. It's not for everybody. If you can't manage it, stay away from it.
I think another thing that we need to do is to actually be very concerned about the mental health of people. Are they good? Are they in the right state of mind before marriage? These are things that I think we should be checking. Let's go to a therapist. Let's go to wherever we need to go to be able to get to know the people we are getting married to. So we'll know their state of health. As we check our blood pressures, we have to check the brain of some people. It's very important. A lot of people walking the street are actually animal. They are not humans. Anima. A lot of people walk in the street. And because of this cow and gate thing, we are feeding on the breast of cows. You know, it messed us up big time. And some people, they just behave like animals. Thank you very much, my brother, for contributing. God bless you.
All
right. So the phone number is open for those who would love to call in. At the moment, people are suffering. People are in serious trouble. Pastors' wives they are another set of people that we must be concerned about. Pastors' wives. A lot of pastors' wives are in this situation, and they will never come out to talk about it. You hear the pastors' wives are dying, right, left, and center. Hello. Hello, sir. You can go ahead, sir, with English.
Okay, this Comrade Paul.
God bless you, sir.
The way, according to the story, I hope the man is he not mentally retarded?
It must be. It must be, sir. It's obvious.
Because you have said it earlier. Because a normal woman being can never try such attitude. Even though on the rape when you're gone, they don't do things like that. Because that woman, she need good counselor. The reason because of the side.
The son is a boy.
Occasionally, we are human beings. Whenever you look at our son, bad memory.
Of course.
I died no because now because the man and again coming to our is a big woman need life trauma. I don't know. That man is life imprisonment. That kind of person should be hanged by death. Because he has
but the law is not like that. It doesn't work that way. There is always that little opportunity to know, is this person sick or is this person in the right state of mind? Sometimes when you are actually sick and you have mental issue, they don't want to punish you for that because they know it's not really you who did that stuff. It's just because you have a challenge. So in America here, they might lock you up in prison as you take treatment.
Okay.
And eventually when they know you are actually good, they can release you back to the system. And then you can start living your life again. And one thing... one thing that I just believe is that women should just be aware of this and make sure you call 911 when you're going through this kind of situation.
Some people are dying in silence. They are scared that, I don't want him to be in prison. But your life they are damaging your life gradually.
Yes.
You don't want somebody to be in prison. You don't want him to be incarcerated. But what of your own life?
Yeah.
That's what is mostly happening to most Nigerian ladies in abroad.
Yes.
I don't want family to see that. I don't want to but have you consider your own life first? So it does because woman, sorry to say, for her to have a man, very because
that's exactly what is happening to her right now. She's no longer connected. She doesn't want a man anymore. She just want to face her kid, take care of her son, and do well in life. That's all she want to do.
That thing again, if he doesn't have man, because
and this is what you see. A lot of women you're seeing out there right now. If you allow them to come over and share their stories, many of them are going through something similar to this. But they will keep quiet. There's nobody they could talk to. If they talk anywhere, people will say, well, listen to your husband. Maybe you are being disobedient. How are you treating your husband? But it doesn't matter how I'm treating him. Even if I'm a bad person, I don't deserve to be treated this way.
To be treated like that.
Yes, sir. And it still boils down to what we've been saying, sir. If you are done with somebody, just tell them.
Let her go.
Yeah, just tell them, I am done. And you go your way, I go my way.
For instance, now, she's fortunate to get hold of a knife or anything. Don't stab man to death. People will be saying another thing. They will not.
Without a video recording, we won't believe her.
You see?
Yeah, we won't believe her.
Women are taking a lot.
They are taking a lot. Likewise, men are taking a lot too. We are all inside of this stuff together. There are crazy women out there. Crazy women out there also who are just exactly like this. I can tell you a story of a woman who used a knife, to choke her husband, held up his penis. He wanted to cut off his penis.
Oh, wow.
Before a woman could actually be so bold and angry to that level of cutting somebody's penis, why didn't you why not just leave the man and walk away and go find somebody else?
And before she did that, she must have been contemplating about that.
Oh, of course. The person is sick in the head. That person is sick in the head. All right. When somebody is sick in the head, they will actually plan deadly things.
Exactly.
It's only someone that is sane that will tell you, but anybody who is sick, and the thing is this, when we're going through all of these challenges, sir, if we refuse to talk and we are just bottling it in, it will affect you mentally. And then you will now start saying, you will find out that stuff is actually, it has gotten to them, is chewing them up like cancer, and the moment they will unleash that anger, it's going to be a different ball game.
I'm telling you, you see some women. It's when they express or find out somebody is dead, they'll be free because they will be scared. But by the time they explain to somebody, they'll be, oh my God.
You got to talk. You need to start talking on first day. Exactly. Always remember, can you mess up me up? It will mess my brain up. Esa, come and ask me. I will tell you. I would tell you. You see, most of the time when I finish doing counseling sessions like this, I cry with those people. Then it's affecting my head.
Because I don't know how you two have become.
It's affecting my head. I will lie down on the couch sometimes and the whole stuff going in my head. It's just too much. And then I get a little scared and I just shut everything down. And then I take a walk. Sometimes I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to lie down. 2 days ago,
Different type of pathetic story.
Yeah, 2 days ago, I just decided to lock down and I slept for 14 hours.
Oh my God.
I woke up after sleeping for 14 hours. I was thinking I was going to feel so good. Let me tell you something. The thing didn't work for me. I need more rest. Today, I just went walking all around the place and all kinds of stuff. And I came back and I sat down here. I mean, in my office downstairs. And I was just there and I looked at the number of counseling sessions that I still have to go through. And I must do it. I must do all these things because saving life is what I do.
I was even surprised to see you online again because when I was coming out around that after one, I saw you online.
Oh yeah,
So
by the time I finish this show right now, I'm going to go back to my office downstairs to fine tune my message for tomorrow's church. All right, then I'll come back upstairs and catch up with TV for a little bit. Maybe I'll go to bed like around 3 o'clock and stuff.
God is your strength.
Thank you, my brother. Eshegon, sir.
I take care, sir. Have a lovely weekend.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. You know, I listen to so much. I have seen my therapists. I go to see my therapists constantly. And this is one thing I always tell a lot of people. You cannot function without going to see a therapist. What we go through, we're using the brain, listening to different stuff like all the time. Hello? Can you turn your computer off? We're hearing the sound.
Hello?
Turn your computer off. We're hearing the sound.
Oh, sorry. Hello?
Hello, ma.
Yeah, Pastor Shola.
I'm listening. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to contribute. No watch program here.
Go ahead, ma.
Okay. Now, you are saying that Emma was attached or
I need you to speak English. These people are not hearing you properly. English, please.
Okay. Now, I heard in your program that sometimes you get overwhelmed with the counseling section. Also, I'm a rehab counselor by profession.
Yes, ma'am.
And sometimes it's good to detach yourself because sometimes our community, I'm a Yoruba person also, all these issues that we Nigerian women are going through in the United States, because of our community and the stereotype, the stigma, is difficult for women to share with even their friends. So maybe because with your popularity, you can plan something like a support group for women and let people meet and find a way to get together and share their story. Because women are afraid of people, gossiping about what they discuss. But if they can find someone or you have a group that you can train all the participants how to work with women with issues, because our community really needs it.
Yes, I just got my license and certification as a consultant for African women who are suffering recently.
Okay,
yeah. So, and that's part of what I'm trying to put together. And when I go to Nigeria, I want to meet with the wives of the governors of states, whereby we can gather women together to empower women and talk to them. Actually, I was waiting for this to come to conclusion first, and thank God that I was able to pass the exam some few weeks ago, and so now I'm actually trying to write proposals right now so I can meet with.
That sounds good. Actually, one of your that I follow you everywhere. My name is Omolade Kagonwi.
Okay.
You always see me before contributing to the program. So I just want to call in and.
Yes, you can reach out to me later and we can talk and stuff. Thank you very much, ma. God bless you. If you're like me, I'm a very understanding person. When it comes to you going to see a therapist, me, I know that they are afraid. I've gone for anger management several times, like about 5 times. I've gone for anger management. So I always deal with myself. All right. When I started feeling this stuff right there, hearing voices in my head, people would tell me stories from morning till night, and everything's gonna rub into me. Stories I read all the time and stuff, and I quickly go to a therapist and explain myself, and they counsel me, and There was a time I was actually being placed on medication and all that kind of stuff like that. It's also very, very good for us to do. You can be helping people. A lot of pastors are going through the same thing. They go to church, they preach, people come to them, talk. It's not easy, but God is going to make it easy for us. Hello? 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 You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you are doing all of these, reaching out to people, helping people, don't forget your own self. Oh, who is this person that refused to pick up the phone? Hello? Don't forget your own self. You need to take care of yourself too. One of my friends who is a therapist went into depression, and for 1 year she was going through therapy herself, and right now she's back. Hello,
Dr. Shaw. This is Bami Daly from Chicago.
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was listening to your video, but it's like, I don't know, I'm even getting to the point where I'm understanding that, not everybody, is not called to be married. Even the Bible says, if you're called to be married, then it's good, and if not, then it's fine. But I don't know, it just seems like in our culture, they make it a do or die affair.
Yeah.
Especially for us, millennials, that were being pressured by our parents to settle down.
Yeah.
And this and that. But it's just like, it seems like it's like normal, but it's like, I don't know, it just seems that, people are not genuine, they're not really themselves because they don't even know what they want in life. And they don't know what they want in a particular spouse. And they don't even know if they, and sometimes I even feel that, people they get married, but they don't really like each other. So it's like, why you're bothering yourself with these type of thing? Yeah.
It's lack of knowledge. And, sometimes family will push you to do it. Sometimes the society will push you to do it. They believe it's all about your age. That when you get to a certain age in life, you're supposed to have a wife. And you know that you're not really ready. You're not made for it. The best thing for you to do is just to let them understand, listen, I'm not called into this. I can't just do this. And then you stay by yourself and actually enjoy yourself, and not create any kind of problem for another person. People who doesn't understand marriage will go and they get married, they will destroy the life of that person they're getting married to. And that's why I support what you just said right now. It's not everybody that is called to get married. We need to respect people like that. And actually, when they choose to be single, let's just leave them alone. Maybe when they get to a point in their life, they get mature enough to say, yeah, I think I can commit. I think I can actually be a partner with somebody. It's not everybody that could do that. Thank you very much for your contribution, sir. God bless you. Goodbye. All right, let's take a few more calls, then we shut it down so I can go and do some other things. It's almost about 11 o'clock right now. It's almost 11 o'clock right this moment. If we can take this kind of stuff to Nigeria, we can take it to Nigeria and teach people. The truth about this stuff. Let family members stop pushing people. Let them stop pushing people. I'm not going to lie. It's difficult right now for our daughters, our sons, to even find someone to get married to. It's not easy. I am not going to lie to you. It's not easy. I was saying something before the call came in. So the therapist, friend of mine, hello?
Exactly what I was saying.
Hello?
Are you still online, sir?
I'm online. Can you please turn your computer off, please? We're hearing the sound.
Oh, okay, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me now, sir?
We can hear you, sir.
Oh, that's great. I just want to say, please keep it up. We love this program. It's a good awareness, and the Lord is your strength, sir.
Amen, sir.
when we're having this kind of conversation all the time, it creates awareness and it can help a lot of marriages. That there'll be peace again. A lot of people are hiding, and a lot of that are happening. It happens to my own sister too.
Wow.
But we had to take her out of that marriage.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, it's even tried twice. It's just a woman beater.
Wow.
So we are hopeful. Yes, we are hopeful that this program will go a long way, even to Nigeria.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
A lot of people are brainwashed.
We got
the fact that your home to be scattered. Make sure you're together. Everything will be okay. This man is beating you up, and you're still there.
Yeah.
And you're like, you don't want what will people say? What will society say?
Yeah.
Are you married to the society?
I know. And, are you married to the society?
Yeah, we look at the example of that lady, a gospel singer,
Yeah. She died.
So
she died.
She's gone.
She's
She's
gone.
not there to defend herself.
Yeah. She's gone.
Now life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yes,
but that's not going to be our own portion, and that's the reason we are creating this awareness. Let people know it and stuff. People were fighting me. A lot of pastors fought me over this stuff I'm doing. A lot of pastors fought me. Yes, they call me antichrist. They call me anti-pastor. All kinds of stuff like that because
they are losing their members.
That kind of stuff. So they were calling me all kinds of names. Why will you be preaching divorce? Why will you be saying divorce is biblical? When actually the Bible supported divorce. It's there in the Bible. They just refuse to read it. And they refuse to read it because they want to lock people up and lock them down. So the more they suffer, the more they come to the pastors. It's a strategy. If people are not suffering, pastors won't make money. So people must suffer for people to come to pastor, and that's when they get their money by praying for them. Yes, so it's a kind of a gimmick, and it will take our people a long time to realize that, for them to understand that it is me, it's not the society. I don't have to worry about what society will say. The moment I die, I'm gone. My kids will suffer. My kids, the man I died because that man will marry another person.
Overnight.
My brother, I went for a funeral in New York, and the man, the husband of the woman, he didn't know me. So the woman happens to be somebody I know very well. So they told me she died, so we had to go and honor her. And I was staying outside, and the friend of the husband of the woman, they were not talking to him. I was like, and they were cracking the joke right in front of me. But it's because they don't know me, so they felt maybe this guy is a stranger. So they were talking, and the guy was like, it's like yesterday, and I was so shocked. And I went back into the hall where they're doing the funeral, and I could see a lot of people were bowing down, crying. I was like, you guys are crying. The guy who owns the wife is laughing outside.
Laughing
outside. The woman died of cancer or something. And this guy didn't take 1 year off to mourn the wife. He didn't take 2 years off. He didn't even take 6 months off to mourn this woman. We are about to just put this woman in the ground, and your friends are cracking joke of, we will find a woman for you. You know what I'm saying? So if you allow yourself to die in abusive relationship, it's nobody's fault. It's your fault.
Exactly, sir.
And thank God you went and took your sister out of that stupid place. Now she's alive for you to see her.
Yes.
And she's taking care of her kid. And if she wants to do it again, she could do it again.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. God bless you for calling.
Yeah.
You.
And sir, I just want to say this. Generally, there's a usual saying.
Yeah.
The truth is bitter.
The truth is bitter.
The truth is bitter.
It's always.
That's why it's like that.
Yeah.
With everybody. The truth is bitter.
Yes, that's true. That's true, sir. Thank you. You are the one who is not that man's fault again. You are the one who killed yourself. You killed yourself by staying in abusive relationship. And I've given you guys a lot of ideas and points and nuggets to get yourself where you should be. Especially those ones who are in Nigeria. The ones that are here in America, they are financially okay. They have jobs. They have their own businesses. Some of them, they are working IT specialists, doctors, and pharmacists, and whatever. Majority of the ones that are in Nigeria, they are depending on the husbands, on their husbands. That's why they didn't do nothing. They will just stay there and be soft because of 20 naira. Hello?
How you doing, Pastor Shola?
I'm doing good, sir.
Well, I don't know. I said I joined late, but I think I went to your page and I read about the woman's story.
Yeah.
What I have to say is that people that are getting married,
yes,
one important thing people should learn is learn when to walk away.
Learn what? Learn what?
Learn when to walk away.
Can you just repeat that one time, sir?
Learn when to walk away.
I believe you guys are listening. Okay? If you don't understand the English, try and go and Google it. What this person is saying. Go and Google it. Learn to walk away. Go and Google it.
Learning to walk away is underrated. You understand?
Yes, sir.
People think it's too hard. You understand? If you have the deal breakers, you go into marriage and you see that this person is no longer the person you met at first. You understand? You see this person is turning into a monster.
Yeah.
This person is turning into an enemy.
Yeah.
Just walk away.
Walk away.
Even some people say because we bought the house together. You can always buy a new house.
You could buy a new house.
Some people say because my parents say. Your parents have lived their life.
They live their life.
Everything happens to you, you're on your own.
You're on your own.
You understand? Why I'm saying this now, my wife, right? My wife's friend just went through something like this.
Yeah.
And I was so hot inside because, when I came to this country, my wife was my first friend. And then every other person she knew became my friend.
Yeah.
So whenever any of them are hurting, my wife is hurting and I'm hurting because the story comes back to me. I have never seen a useless Nigerian boy or a Nigerian man like this lady's husband.
Wow.
And when I met this guy, naturally, if you see a Nigerian person in a foreign land, you're attracted to them and you just want to know them. And, this man, I just didn't want to know him,
Yeah.
I felt something, he didn't have a good vibe. Until my wife's friend he made her excommunicate herself from all her friends. We didn't hear from her for years,
Yeah.
Until later on, my wife is a therapist.
Okay.
Until later on, this year, she reached out to my wife. This man showed this girl Shaggy.
Shaggy.
He showed her Shaggy that she went to a high-rise building with her baby and a car seat and wanted to fall. She wanted to kill herself.
Wow.
She said she stood there, and the other kids are in school. She just stood there in a daze until the baby started crying and she snapped out of it.
Wow.
Pastor Shola, you see, like, this man is he shouldn't be like, if they collect fatherhood from somebody, they should collect this man.
They should collect his license.
This man, they keep newborn baby with this man. This man will be playing video game. Pastor Shola, if I'm lying, God is my judge. This man will be playing video game. Newborn baby will be hungry.
And will not feed her.
No, listen, this man will make Gary, soak Gary, with newborn baby.
Soak Gary for newborn baby.
Pastor Shola, this girl married this man, right? And this man said, first of all, he lied about his status. And they're now married and everything, so she let it go. This man took all her documents without her knowledge to file his paper. Okay, now they're married, she didn't see anything in it. Do you know that this man, every day, every year, every month, have the immigration giving you papers? This man will say no. They'll tell him, go and find a job. He says he used to be a doctor in Nigeria. how will he find a menial job in America? So this girl will work 2 jobs.
He used to be a doctor in Nigeria, so he cannot just work any other thing.
Swear to God. Like this girl will work, give him pocket money, bought him a car, and everything. Do you know that 2 years, 3 years, the girl, she's from Ghana, right?
Yeah.
2 years, 3 years. This man, where is your papers? This man is saying they've not called him, USCIS have not called him and everything. So unluckily for him, this girl's girlfriend got married to somebody and they did the papers. So the papers came out like in a year. So she came home and said, hey, this man has the papers in a year. What's wrong with yours? And he gave the same excuse. That was when she started snooping around.
Yeah.
Sorry for this language, excuse me.
Yeah.
But this idiot got his green card, hid it from the girl, got his citizenship, hid it from the girl so he won't get a job. You know, marriage, if you marry somebody like 3 years or so, you get your stuff. This man has his citizenship in the house and hid it all along. So he won't get a job.
He doesn't want to work, so he just wants the woman to be working and him just eating.
You know, get what the girl not see for the guy hand. Carry the guy, go Nigeria. Because the guy, since he came to America, hasn't been home. The girl, she filed taxes, saved up money. Took the guy to Nigeria, made she come shame for the guy's face. You understand? Went home, the guy has nothing back home.
Nothing.
Nothing. They were lying on the floor in their family house.
Jeez.
You understand? And do you know that when they came back to America, this guy had the guts to beat this girl up and say she took him to Nigeria to put shame in his face.
Wow.
Yeah. Finally, she kicked him out of the house. And
better.
The last shot I brought the cameras back was
better.
When she was trying to get documents in, this man called police. He knows where his children are. He called the police and said his children are missing.
Wow.
You understand? Called the police, and after everything, she kicked him out. Now, they're sharing custody of the kids.
Wow.
Still, you will think the man has brain. When she gives the kids to the man, she doesn't feed them.
Wow.
Yeah. When she takes them,
she needs to keep evidence of that. And
evidence.
Yeah.
She will make food for the kids and everything. He will leave it in his car, take them inside to give them like Rice Krispies. All throughout the period, it's going to happen. His baby, he won't buy like diaper size. So when he's bringing him back the baby to the girl, the diaper poop is all over the girl.
All over.
Pastor Shola, learn to walk away.
Learn to walk away. I'm telling you, the moment you are not in a good, respected, or respective, table place, it's better for you to walk away. No peace, and you're actually seeing death coming to you.
No, and nobody that loves you would lay a hand on you.
No, nobody. Thank you, sir.
There's no
Thank you.
No excuse. There's no the devil made me do it.
No.
There's no it was a mistake.
No.
And if you take one slap today,
yeah,
be ready to take 2 slaps
tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
There's no excuse. I don't even like. Sometimes I'll be on a live and some people say, "But a woman can make you angry."
Yeah.
Are you an idiot?
Yeah.
Huh? Like a woman will make you angry to the extent that you raise your hand.
Yeah. If you're angry, take your car key and drive out.
What? Don't take a breather outside.
Yeah. And when you come back, make yourself know.
Someone that will hit you in a country like America. Someone that will hit you in a country like America knows that they uphold the laws here.
Yeah. But the women, African women, will never call the law.
So like I said, but I'm saying like a man who would take that risk and know that if the police comes, they're going to take away your freedom.
They know, these men know that the wife don't have the guts to call police. They know that. African women will never. I saw one very young woman fighting me over somebody calling 911. I can never call 911. You're not supposed to call 911. Let him beat me. We're going to talk about it. That was what he's saying. Is it not the person that is alive that is going to talk about something? You know? Call 911. 911 is going to reset his brain.
Immediately.
He will be saying, Folake, you know I love you. Please don't call police. Oh, I love you. He will change instantly.
By the time you call for bail, you understand? And you think that he's a tough man. And when you enter prison, or when you
by the time you come back from prison, his language will change.
No, when you go cell, when you go for holding, you now see people where tough statue.
You see people tough statue.
You see people where go do you something. The fact that you hit a woman. You understand?
And those ones we know in jail, that's what brought you. They will show you pepper. They will show you pepper. Oh?
Marry someone who, like, for me, what I tell people is a good marriage consists of two people who are willing and ready to compromise.
Oh, yeah. It's all about compromise. It's not about compromise.
It's all about compromise. Yeah. If this person is not compromising, then that person does not love you.
Thank you, my brother. Let's pick another call just because of time. Thank you, sir. Hello? Hello? Yes, hello. You want to contribute? You're going to be the last caller.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon from here.
Okay.
I'm calling from Australia, Sydney.
Okay.
Yes, my name is Vivian.
Okay.
So I'm just going to add a little thing, so especially for the women. You know, the truth of the matter, it's okay to be here because of your children. It's okay to tolerate. It's okay, but just know the particular time to say is enough. You understand? Just know the particular time to say is enough. And that
you don't need a particular time, madam. On the day one of problem, that's the time you're supposed to start doing something.
No, it might look like, okay, let me continue to watch.
No, don't watch. Don't watch, man. Don't never watch. On the day one, the first day of slapping, that is actually a major red flag.
Okay, that's true anyway.
Yeah, the first day of slapping.
You just have to. You just when you walk away, that that particular time you walk away. I don't allow anybody, including your pastor, don't allow anybody to make decision for you.
Yeah.
Don't allow anybody to tell you, this because of this, because of that. That particular time you'll say
on the first day. On the first day is doing it, go and report to pastor.
Yes.
First day of doing it, go and do a therapy. First day of doing it, do counseling. First day of doing it, go and do whatever it is that you need to do on first day. If the second time occur, do the same thing you've done. By the time you're done doing that, tell yourself, I'm not taking nonsense again. I have a precious life to live. Yeah. And thank God you said that. By the time you make your decision, pastor cannot preach any stupid message to you no more.
Exactly. Because they are good on, some of doing preaching, this, that, preaching the Bible at that particular time.
So no preaching, no preaching at all.
Just like, even your home mother, don't listen to anybody.
Don't listen to nobody.
You are the one putting on the shoes. You are the one that knows where it hurts you. When you die and go away. No, in fact, your biological sister can come and replace you if you don't, they can even come and replace you. So just walk away. While you are saying no, let no be no.
Yeah.
Because here in Australia, we've had a lot of cases. The man just slapped the woman just fall. It's getting really too much. It's getting really too much.
God didn't create us for such. God didn't create us for such.
Yeah, I'm happy you are doing this. It's okay when people continue to come out to say things like this. Because it's getting really too much. At the end of it, the person that died is the one that loses.
Yeah.
He's the one that loses.
Yes,
He's the one that, miss and lose everything.
I know. That's it.
So don't pity for any man.
Yes.
That man that the mother, the parents could not deliver for madness.
Yeah.
It's not when you get married to that man that you want to come and deliver that man. It's not done.
No.
Just say no and walk away. Don't let anybody deceive you.
Yes.
Such a man will continue doing it. He will not stop. No cure.
Yes. That's it. You're on point, madam. Thank you very much for this good mindset. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right, that's it for today. By the grace of God, I know you guys must have learned one thing or the other. from this topic today. Let's go home. Let's think about it. If you need to work on your marriage, please start doing something right now. If you need to pray about something, please start praying right now. Please just don't pray. Do something about your situation. All right. Don't listen to any pastor telling you to stay in an abusive relationship. All right. Don't. Always make sure that you seek good counsel. Do the right thing. Call the guy to see a professional counselor. Call the guy to go for therapy. Call the woman to see somebody. Take care of yourself too. If you have been in an abusive relationship for too long, something's wrong with you. You need to go and take care of yourself. Abuse will never make you feel better. When you stay in an abusive relationship, you are damaged. All right? You are damaged. And any damaged person cannot make progress. Any damaged person cannot make progress. So you need to go and see a therapist yourself. Let them know you have been in an abusive relationship for 5 years, for 10 years. All right? This is a time for you to go clear your head and do something about your own life. All right? Don't just stay there and be praying. And don't allow any pastor to be telling you to stay there. The pastor is not the one that they are beating on. It is not the pastor they are beating on. It is not the pastor's wife they are beating on. Those ones, they know how to quote scriptures. Oh, they will be quoting scriptures to you to tie you down there. But they are not the one chopping blala. Oh. They are not the one that is being raped. Oh. They are not the one that is being locked inside of the door. But let it now be their own daughter. You see, by the time they lock the pastor's daughter up in a house and they beat him like a no man's business, that's when the pastor will change his preaching. Oh. All right. Always remember, you are the only one who loves yourself. People don't love you. People don't love you. They're using you for experiment. And you're just using it for experiment. By the time you die, the pastors are going to be the one to do your funeral. They will just sing, Tesi angelitite, Tomo garabi kisali, Tomo garabi. And then you see one guy do like this. Dali, lehi, te oloru. And then the pastor will say, Adúpẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wá bá wa ṣọ̀fọ̀ lónìí. Nítorí Sister Mary tí wọ́n lọ jẹ́ Ọlọ́run nípè ní Waranjogi. A gbàdúrà fún ìdílé wọn pé kí Olúwa aláàánú jùlọ kó di ìdílé náà mú kí a má rí ikú ká dẹ̀ má rí ọ̀fọ̀ àdúrà. And then you do, and then they pray and they say, you are dead already. Bye bye to you. All right, you are dead, finally gone. They know how to do all these things, oh. They know how to do all the preaching and all kinds of stuff. Now, no be them they bring inside problem, oh. Now you they be inside problem, oh. Alone. Don't let anybody carry you on mugun. Tell them, no, I'm choosing life. I want to live. I just want to live. You can actually replace me with your own daughter. Let your daughter come there and come and do it. Me? Not me. I'm telling you. And those pastors will now start asking for honorarium again. They come and start asking for honorarium after that. But now you don't go. You don't die. Now maggot go eat you. Maggots go chop everything. Maggots go chop you finally. Have a very beautiful night, ladies and gentlemen. I really thank God for your life, and I believe you're learning something here. This is what I call brain surgery here. This is brain surgery at the moment. Don't let anybody fool you. All right? Live your own life the way you want to live it and stay alive. Stay alive for your children. Stay alive for us that love you. Stay alive for God to use you, and stay alive for yourself. All right? And God bless you. Have a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Goodbye.